This is Malaysia. The country is situated in southeastern Asia, between 2 and 7 degrees north of the equator. To the north of Peninsular Malaysia is Thailand, while to the south is Singapore. Malaysia is currently the world's 11th most preferred study destination, according to UNESCO. Malaysia has captured a considerable market share of international students who study in the fast-growing private education sector in Malaysia. Currently, Malaysia accommodates more than 80,000 international students at various tertiary institutions across Malaysia. That is why the Ministry for Local Government Affairs organized a week-long educational visit to Malaysia under the auspices of the Institute of Professional Development, Open University of Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. On arrival for the working visit, the Sokoto State delegation from Kepe, Tangaza, Gorenyo, Tureta, Wurno, Kwari, Silami, and Sabon Birni local government areas paid a visit to the Mayor's Palace in the city center, Kuala Lumpur. The delegation was met on arrival by the public relations officer of the Mayor's Palace, who briefed them on the structure of the Mayor's administration.
This is a 4 department have been allocated to directly to the Mayor. The first one is on this what we call this corporate communication, the department that I'm being here right now, and they also audits, and the financial. And lastly, for the law.
Okay.
There's a 4 legal departments. Yes. So these are 4 departments.
The leader of the delegation and Commissioner of Local Government Affairs, Honorable Farouk Malami Yabu, introduced members of his delegation to the Public Relations Officer and elaborated on their mission to Malaysia.
Mr. Bala, okay. All right.
Tangaza.
Mr. Tangaza.
Muhammad. Chairman from Gorenyo.
Mr. Farouk, okay. From Gorenyo. One of the state in the...
One of the municipalities.
Local business. Oh, okay. All right. How many? This one different from us. Very big amount. Wow. Very scared to hear that.
And we have three vice chairmen.
Oh, vice chairman, okay.
Yes.
You are Mr. Malumo. I'm not pronouncing
Yes.
Mr. Amino Umar Diko.
Mr. Anuma Amino Umar Diko. All right.
Muhammad Aisa. Muhammad Aisa, right?
There are also electors general, that is the secretaries.
Okay.
I have 3 of them.
Aminu Ibrahim. The
Secretaries, that is the bureaucracy, the highest level of bureaucrats.
I
And
see,
here you have the bureaucrat running the
That's it,
municipality.
that's it.
There we have the elected council,
see.
and then we have the bureaucracy. That is the secretaries are like the directors general.
All right, I get that
Then you
idea.
have the council itself is elected, chairman and the vice chairman and councillors from each ward.
Yes.
Yeah, normally we have 10. In some cases we have 11. So I have 3 secretaries.
You are Mr. Berlu. Oh, okay.
Yes.
And finally, you are Mr. Manu? Oh, cannot hear. Manu Garwa? Garwa. I cannot pronounce this in the right way. But I can get the idea actually. Okay.
On the left you have the...
After leaving the Mayor's Palace, the Sokoto State delegation headed for the Institute of Professional Development at the Open University of Malaysia for a seminar on economy and local government in Malaysia. At the seminar, the coordinator of the visit, Professor Adeshinya Simon, briefed the resource persons on their mission to Malaysia.
Our principal and the primary objective is to develop our local people. And the only way you can develop is to have knowledge. And there is no knowledge that is a loss, be it recipient. It's still valuable.
The Honorable Commissioner for Local Government Affairs addressed the opening session of the seminar.
This team, this delegation, they are coming from Nigeria, Federal Republic of Nigeria. We have a lot of common with the Republic of Malaysia. We are all from the Commonwealth, We started our development together in the 60s. I remember the plantation tree story, the palm tree, and we have a lot of religious connection. Significantly, Sokoto State, the state we come from, has been the center of Islamic civilization, influence and authority for the last 200 years. And so it has been, and Malaysia is a country that is he has a different faith, you know, and so many other people, but there's a lot of, and this is what Africa needs. And this is why we feel that our local government chairman, the bureaucracy in the local government and the ministry should start, you know, exporting those valuable knowledge and experiences that, you know, we can use to bring Nigeria up to the level that it's supposed to be and it should be. So I believe we are going to give you all the attention, and we are going to give you all the concentration. And then I believe that the instructors and the facilitators will also give us the opportunity to say our own story, so that at the end of the day, you know, we will have, we'll go back with something and knowledge that, you know, can help us move our state, our country, and our local council to the next level.
The first resource person to present a paper at the seminar was presented by Mr. Durera Manajin, who is the Director, Center for Logistic and Management Studies.
You will notice that if you, being a Muslim country, the contact with, when you greet ladies, is sometimes avoided, right? Unless they extend a hand, you don't extend a hand. So for that reason, the government decided to come up with a concept of greeting people in this way. So if you see the hotels and all that, you'll see they greet you, Salaam Alaikum, or welcome, right? The right hand.
The next day, the Sokoto State delegation embarked on a visit to a municipal council based at the outskirts of Kuala Lumpur, where the delegation were conducted round the municipal council offices by engineer Farah Elisha bin Isa. The next place the Sokoto State delegation visited was the Free Trade Port, PKFZ, in Selangor Halal Hub, Malaysia, where the Sokoto State delegation went to find out about the investment potential of Malaysia. Malaysia produces and exports a variety of natural and manufactured products, such as electrical and electronic products, natural rubber, palm oil and palm-based products, liquefied natural gas (LNG), petroleum products, timber and timber-based products, and articles of apparel and clothing accessories. At the interactive session between the Sokoto State delegation and officials of the Free Trade Zone Port, the Commissioner for Local Government Affairs, Farouk Malami Yabo, spoke on the mission of the Sokoto State delegation.
As you can see, we came to Malaysia on invitation from the Open University Institute of Professional Development. And part of the schedule of this study tour is to visit some municipalities, see how they operate, and of course the investment opportunities in Malaysia, with a very rich cultural Islamic history for the last 200 years. And that is the seat of the Caliphate. That is where we have the Sultan, and that was the last empire to be conquered by the British in the whole of Western Sudan. So essentially we are here to learn, apart from the academic session that we had yesterday and the one that we are going to have tomorrow. on the area of investment, efficiency in tax collection, management of healthcare. Primary, the jurisdiction of port management in Nigeria lies with the federal government still, not even the state. But like I said, when you look at opportunities, because we are running a federation, the state governments are independent of the federal government, except in some few areas.
At the interactive session, views were exchanged between the Sokoto State delegation and the Malaysian officials this way.
Now, this is the aerial view of PKFZ. Currently, now we are in the office, the management office. And in PKFZ, we have 5 types of 5 facilities that we have built up. One is the lease office blocks, right? We lease this out to the investors as well. And we have a business class hotel here. It is yet in operation. We are still looking for the hotel operator. And we have an exhibition center. We also have the blue colored factories. We call it light industrial units. It's a ready factories for the investors to move in. Yeah? And we also have the land for the investors to lease from us.
But what I want to find out, the investors, can they be, apart from individual or institutional investors, can governments invest in this free zone?
So, okay, if you're talking about investing in Malaysia to export to Nigeria,
yes.
Basically it's just straightforward. There's not many GMP or hassle much required. So in fact, our local trader, as I told you earlier, they exported to Lagos with quite a number of, especially food products. And then, I mean, you can join as part of a distributor. If you set up in Portland Free Zone, which is a Muslim country, you can get a halal certification directly from the manufacturer. We have a few from Felda, from Hagi, the first thing. And then second thing, if you want just to be an importer, you can approach them directly. We have a relevant authority here. We can assist you with like MITI and even MPK. And then Malaysia Palm Oil Board and the Halal Division. Many channels.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, apart from the halal, assuming Sokoto State government, including all the municipalities, will want to have Sokoto Tractor Assembling Company at the free zone here.
Yeah.
Are we able to invest as a government?
You mean government to government?
No, just the government of Sokoto will bring investment into the free zone so that we can now assemble our own tractors. That will go to our, because of the competitive advantage, you know, and then the issue of the economies of scale. Because if you are assembling tractors in Nigeria, you have to import labor. You pay a lot of money from Pakistan, India, and possibly Malaysia. But if you are getting the expertise here at this free zone, you assemble, because we buy a lot of tractors almost all year round. We give to the farmers subsidy. So in that element, we can invest here, develop a technology of irrigation and tractors that can suit our own terrain, and then export them to Nigeria for consumption. Yeah, so it's something that it may be. Yeah, it's a tough one and a tough question.
Your business that you mentioned just now is tractor, right?
Yeah, like tractor, agriculture.
Tractor is new. If you want to reassemble, that's mean a part is new. It's not a used machinery from Japan or so on. You bring here, you assemble, then you export on the country. This is because we are part of a Basel Convention member, Malaysia. So
if we can buy the components here and put them together, every equipment that we need for boosting agriculture, instead of buying them assembled and shipping them, we buy a lot of tractors from Pakistan to Nigeria. So what we are saying is, if this free zone can give us competitive advantage, you know, if we are going to save 20-30% by manufacturing them here from a company that has the equity of the state and all the 23 local governments, then why not? As long as it's going to show some significant savings, you know, for us. So you find out, because here we are coming as a government, and then when we go back, we tell our people, business people, that this free zone has a lot to offer. it's more competitive than the Dubai prison. I hope nobody from Emirates here. It looks like more competitive from, so that will pass.
At the end of the interactive session, some pressmen interviewed the Commissioner for Local Government Affairs, Farouk Malamiabo.
Based on your visit, what's your opinion and some suggestions for you towards the place you visit?
It's an amazing development going on here. We've seen the port, we've seen the way the municipality is running. Effectively, we had quite a few chats. People from the corporate affairs department have been able to understand the assessment issue here and the area of jurisdiction for municipalities. And then we are quite impressed. This is the reason why we came here, because we want to take the good part back home.
So any good experiences that you want to share with us?
It's a wonderful experience, incredible.
The next day, the Sokoto State delegation took time to tour one of the iconic Islamic structures in Kuala Lumpur, that is the Blue Mosque, where they took time for tourism and prayers. Next was another seminar at the Open University of Malaysia, where the Sokoto State delegation was treated to an interesting paper on local government in Malaysia. The resource person told the delegation that local government authority in Malaysia is divided into three categories, that is, city council or city hall, municipal council and district council.
38 municipal council and 99 district councils. I think in Nigeria there were 700 or 700.
And almost all the same.
Yeah, and all local councils?
Yeah, all the same.
In the case of India, they only sell about 40% of what they produce. It's a domestic-driven economy. So in the case of Malaysia, it's a highly trade-dependent economy. So if there is a global recession, we are badly affected because people don't buy, other countries don't buy, we are affected. So this is one of those, we will address these issues. And of course, we have got a free flow of goods to various markets. ASEAN is a regional economic grouping. China is a major market now, number one in terms of trade partners. It's overtaken many other countries. Japan used to be one of those major markets for Malaysia, and Republic of Korea. And we're also pushing very hard on tourism, because one of the agenda under the new economic model is to push the service sector growth, not so much products. Manufacturing has reached a sort of optimum, because if you want to push further, we have shortage.
At the end of the seminar, the coordinator of the visit, Professor Adesina Simon, gave a vote of thanks.
I am saying big thank you to the Open University for accommodating us, even within a short period.
You're most welcome.
The whole thing was packaged. I came back after 1 week, and we're already here, and we're able to have something impressive. We say thank you. In our own local language, we say no goodie. Am I right?
And he says sama-sama.
And the Honorable Commissioner too is highly impressed all of us, the memory we are sharing with you will go with us to the grave, because we cannot imagine certain things. Even if for the high-rise buildings, the maintenance, non-fire incidents, and a lot of it, it goes with us. If you have not been here, we won't even know something like this is happening. But now, we now have a new concept within us. We will be able to think of how to develop our local governments. If not for everything, I may borrow from my friend Omile, we must lay foundation, which other will build on. We are very, very grateful. Once again, on behalf of the whole participants, I say thank you. Thank you.
Certificates were presented to all members of the Sokoto State delegation who attended the seminar.